Hi everybody, Joven here, one of the fly tying ambassadors at Drift Outfitters, and today I'm going to tie up a classic pike fly called the Pike Bunny. Only takes up a few materials and overall an easy fly to tie. Okay, let's get started on the Pike Bunny. In the flies today I'm going to have a Gamakatsu B10S in a 1/0. This is going to be a pretty big fly. And for the thread, I'm using Veevus 8/0 in white, because we are tying this in a Chartreuse in white today. So I'm just going to start my thread in the middle of the hook, bring that all the way down, give that a cut all the way down before the bend of the hook, right over here. And we're going to add a little flash to this fly today for the belly of the fly, you could say. Today I'm using wing and flash, but honestly if you don't have wing and flash, ripple ice dub, ripple ice fibers, even ice dub you can use, polar flash, flashaboo, the list goes on and on. So I yielded a piece off that hank earlier because it was a little rough. So I pretty much tapered down this flash material just to go down the point, just like this. We're gonna tie this guy in right up till about the halfway point. Just gonna cut that off. Clean that up. Right back at our end point on that fly, on the hook, sorry. So we're gonna start, because it's a little too long. What I like about this stuff, you can really just pinch it off. No big deal. If you want, you could even taper this. Just like that. Okay, first we're gonna start with our white zonker rabbit strip, and we're gonna tie it in, all the fibers facing or flowing backwards, the classic tail. So where I want to have it, to about where the wing and flash stops. It's like this. But also what we're gonna do with the fly, we're gonna taper off the ends so it swims a little bit better. Going to cut a point into this zonker. Just like that. There we go. Line it up to the wing and flash, your flash material. Mark that up right here. Excuse me. And we're just going to use a bodkin to really give us a clean tie-in point. Just like that. Split them. Like that. Now we have a clean tie-in point. It lines up nicely with the flash. Give it a 1, 2, then really pull down on this. This 8/0 can take a lot of pressure. That's why I like it so much for bigger flies and streamers. Give it a few wraps on front. This zonker is pretty much movable. Now we're just gonna advance thread up to where about our flash ended, and we're just gonna palmer this up. You want the leather of the zonker to overlap so the fibers lay down. You could also use cross-cut rabbit strips, but I like this because it gives it a little bit more body to the fly. You're like pulling down on this so it doesn't slip away from me. Now we're just gonna tie this off. Shift it a bit. Few turns to lock that in. Few turns in front for security. I'm just gonna cut that guy out. Clean up that cut. Here we are. Looking sharp so far. There we go. Now that we have this all cleaned up, we're gonna tie in our secondary color, which is going to be a black barred Chartreuse zonker. You could use regular Chartreuse without the barring, but today this is what I got. So I like to taper off my zonker strips for the tie-in to make it more clean and less bulk. Well, bulk isn't really a problem on this fly since it is pretty large. Just gonna tie this in. Tie this in here facing me. Let's get this out of the way. Really crank down on this so it doesn't slip out. Just bring our thread back to the eye. Now same with the white. You're gonna palmer the Chartreuse strip all the way up to the eye. Again with overlapping turns with the zonker so the hairs lay down flat, and really keeping tension on this zonker strip so it doesn't slip out from you. Right up to the eye. You don't want to crowd that though. Okay, now we're up at the eye. Just gonna tie this off. Then we're gonna clean up the head. 3. Couple wraps in front. Just gonna snip that off as clean as we can. There. Now to clean this up, we're just gonna preen it back a bit and just build up a head on this guy. That. Give it a whip finish. Ooh. Now we're going to use some of our Solarez bone dry to really lock in that thread. Make sure it doesn't come unraveled after you've hooked into a few pike. Oh, that's kind of a lot. Hit it with light. That's it. Pike bunny. Super easy tie.